It don't matter. We're gonna party tonight. Oh, my Lanta, how you doing, diary? I didn't realize you were on. What we got going on today? Oh, I remember. No, I don't. Miner's Madness is alive at it again. Watch out. So, apparently, like last week, and this is for anybody that's stopping in. There at the top is pinned as a comment. You go make a comment on the top video for your chance to win this Hope Chest book that I'm going to do a random comment picker for here in a second. Then, if you're even more interested, there's also a Forrest Fenn coin drawing that will be going on that is also in the pinned at the top as well. So check those out. Here's your chance. I mean, I haven't done the drawing yet for the random comment picker. I wanted to read some of the comments because I had gone on to over half a dozen different gold and history and treasure searching Facebook groups that I'm a part of, and so I had posted a video or that link. Here's your chance to get in on some action of a treasure hunt, that the Hope Chest book. And so I just wanted to read before I do the random drawing some of the comments that were out there from several of these pages. And I mean, because it's just, there's certain ones that are out there. Somebody on, I think this was Treasures of H. Charles Beale, which I've been looking into some of those. The Theodosa, the cross. The outlaw one was one I was trying to get my sisters into. But I think that one was found. But the cross one, still on that one. But on H. Beale's website here, it was somebody had put, this is the first time I heard of the Hope Chest. I wish I knew about more hunts. I'm just starting to learn. I had all of the Forrest Fenn books. Even took up a trip to Montana. My search buddy took his dog, and it made for an awful trip. I need to find someone to go searching with. I have a few spots I want to check out about some lost treasures, and somebody else's. How exciting. There's some comments on the treasure hunt group. Somebody says, would love to be a treasure hunter. Always found this interesting. Send the book's map and I'll find it. Promise. Thanks. Somebody else said, I love this. I am so into treasure hunting. So beyond the Forrest Fenn Thrill of the Chase, which, it sat there and it got me into treasure hunting and trying to do different things and looking at things in a different perspective. Because of that, stories and such come out that I was able to get my hands on the Hope Chest. Hi guys, I don't mean to ignore anybody in chat, but feel free to chat amongst yourselves until I do the drawing or whatever. Just giving some background and just reading some stuff, some comments and stuff, and before I do the drawing, just to get some people in here so that at least there's somebody in here that's watching, being like, "Ooh, look at the names go by," or "There's our comments," and then hopefully the winner would be in here. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was telling the wife what I was doing about this giveaway for the Hope Chest, and she didn't receive it very well, which is okay. I'll just, we'll figure that one out down the road. But hopefully somebody who's in chat or on YouTube or Facebook hopefully made a comment so that they can sit there and, I wish them all the best of luck. And there's a map that came with it, but like I said, the map's a little crinkly. It because it made for a good pin or a good seat cushion when you're sitting on rocks talking to homeless people at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning in Las Vegas. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck that you on winning. Very cool, wonderful. Yeah, and please. And so hopefully, if you haven't made a comment, you've gone and made a comment already. Let's see the treasure hunt group. Was there any other one? Oops, that one. Yeah, there was so out of, like I said, boy, it's snowing big flakes outside now. It started out with hail when the neighbor come over. His wife, I'd hate to say has mental issues, but I mean her brain is her mind, and her brain has had so like a tumor, I think, removed out of her brain or whatever, and so her cognitive capability isn't all there, but her body is, so to speak. And so he's been home carrying her for I don't know, probably half a dozen years now, and taking care of somebody 24/7 is a tough job. So he's finally looked into having somebody come over to watch his wife, so he can get away and kind of get, I want, for lack of a better word, his self back. Oh, gold prospector equipment owned, buy, sell, and trade. Oh, I made a post there about this book giveaway. Somebody says it would be fun to do with the kids and wife, and I bet it would. Somebody else says I love a good treasure hunt. I mean, nothing like a map with an X on it, or a horseshoe, or an omega sign. I'm so bad. Let's see on here. Oh, that's a whole different one. Well, I think that's about it. And I mean, it was shared out there amongst several pages. So I really don't think there's that many people that that entered into it. So this should actually go kind of good. And I'll flip it around so that you can see the whole thing go blah 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 blah, and you can see the name as I record it and whatnot. And yeah, we'll try to keep this train really short. You know what I mean? But again, I gotta hand it to Forrest Fenn. Gotta say thank you for being a person I never met and creating inspiration. Thank you to Chris Dotson and his better half, Julie Dotson. There's always a diamond in the rough, and it takes a rough man to find a good diamond out there. You know what I mean? Partner. So like, and here's another interesting thing, because I watched the K Pro and Calazar's channel, the couple going over this and whatnot, and it's in, I guess, for lack of better words, it's easier to take care of oneself if one knows how. You know what I mean? But when you're taking care of two or more, you know, your family and your tribe, life becomes just that little bit much harder. You know what I mean? And when you being the initiating in the family matrix, you know, your body or your mind or your soul, you know, sometimes it breaks down, you know, and needs a mechanic to come by and oil it up and fix it up. You know what I mean? And I think it takes a special person to deal with partners and relationships, because they're not easy. They are not easy. And anybody tells you that relationships, even with friends, are easy, I'm sorry. It's just not. But I could tell that he was going, that he had his own personal stuff, and she's helping along the ride. I could see it in her eyes, being like a support system. And a couple years ago, it made it quite interesting because the wife hung up a wreath on the back wall by the door, and we would send out our Christmas cards, and we'd get Christmas cards in. And when I was looking at it 2 years ago or so, and I noticed, oh my Lanta, I noticed that I started to see something form, and it dawned on me that it was a support system, a support ring. The wreath inside it had our card that we sent out, and then on the outside it had Christmas cards from everybody that had sent us one, and it kind of it showed that back and forth between it. We had family, friends, our kids' friends. They're not to say they're not our friends, but they're our kids' friends, and it made life that little bit more enjoyable, noticing that slight perspective. Because even though sometimes we may feel alone, a person may feel alone, or may think that they're alone, they're truly not. And sometimes all you have to do is reach out. And even if you just send a card, it makes a difference when you see that come back. So there's no lost hope in relationships and loved ones, and we hope the best of luck to whoever gets their name drawn on this. So without further ado, I guess I will try to we'll shut this one off here. We'll pull this up. I'm gonna since we already read the comments. Okay, so I gotta do the screen recording too. So you can come into this process with me if you'd like. Okay, you are. Anyway. Oh, watch your eyes. It's getting fumbly. It's getting fumbly. Oh. Whoopsh. There's history all over this place, if you can believe that. Oh, my lamp. Oh, it's on the wrong side. We'll do this. Oh, my fingers. There we go. That's better. My Lanta. You'd think he'd have something better than this. Well, I don't, peoples. This is what happens when you're a bad train conductor. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, right there. You get what you get. Alright, I can't see you. It's okay. Slowly walking you in there. Alright. That way you can see what's going on here. Screen recorder. So my drawings, I like to do the screen recorder just so I can make sure that there's no ands, ifs, or buts of like my drawings or whatever. Alright, we're on the common picker. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Boop, boop. Oh. We're going to enter that. We'll filter out duplicate users. And then we're going to include replies to comments because I know there's people on there that are replying and commenting. And then we're going to go down here. And 6 plus 2. Kiwi, you ain't even out here. So we ain't even worried about trying to teach you numbers right now. So we'll get the comments from that video. Oh, what? Get comments, man. Oops, did you enter the right YouTube? Yeah, I entered the right man. Alright, let's do this. I know I had the right one. Right there. We're gonna share that. Copy link. Na. See, I need some music in the background. You know what I mean? I like music. I definitely like my music. And not to have music is something... Paste. And then we're gonna go that. Uh-oh, what's happening? Is this thing not even gonna happen? What's going on? There's something wrong here. This is interesting, people. I think something bad's gonna happen. I wonder, can you not do a comment picker on a live show versus a video upload? I guess that would be the question now, huh? That means I'd have to go in there and we could put it out a little bit longer. But then you have all those people that would have made a comment missing out on the comment. YouTube comment picker. I bet you that's what it is, peoples. That'd be interesting. I guess that's what you get for not practicing Mr. Millet. See, paste. Yeah. Filter. 9, 10, 12. Oops, did you enter the right YouTube video URL? It should be correct. YouTube video URL. Please send us a message. Correct video URL. So, as you can clearly see, this has nothing to do with me. This has everything to do with, oh my Lanta. How are we gonna do this? I need help. So if it don't let you do a live YouTube comment picture, I guess I'm gonna randomly sit there and pick a comment. that wouldn't. I mean, seriously, how would that work? I mean, there's only. Oh, I know how to do it. Then I need some paper. I'll start tearing a map apart that I got in here, and I'll start writing on the back of it. And I got my hat on, so we might have to do this the old-fashioned way, peeps. Like I said, I don't think there's that many people that made comments on this anyway. Oh shit, like 60 people. Uh-oh. That's a lot of names to write down. Oh wait, 60-30. That's only 30 names because I replied. I did a lot of replying. Ha! So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to sit there and write down numbers. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So, since it's that, we're going to do this. I'm going to turn you back around. Y'all get to look at my ugly mug for a minute. Hold on. I'm getting rough terrain here. Rough terrain. Oh, see, there's always a solution to a problem. I mean, seriously. It's not rocket science. It's how they used to do it anyway. You know what I mean? This is random comment picking 101. Because I thought there was 60. So what I'm going to do, you can hang out or not. It's okay. I'll post the winner. But obviously it's going to be a live drawing. Wish the wife could have ripped that open a little bit easier. Do I have scissors out here? Nope. Lucky me, I don't have any scissors. That's okay. Yeah. So this is a live drawing. So I hope you enjoyed the live drawing. Start chatting in chat. And let's see if I can't see anything. If not, you're just hearing a lot of paper crumpling and stuff like that. Don't worry about it. Don't be a time hater. Don't be a time hater. People make mistakes. Technology, I blame technology on this one. It should have, whether it's a live feed, that live feed pretty much kind of turns into kind of pretty much turns into a you would think a video online or something like that, but apparently no. That's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna tear a bunch of these, throw them in the old noggin skull collector, and do it that way. Because I know it's not even 60 because it's I replied. I like to make replies to people, and seeing as how there's boom, 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 people make comments that's in a row, so it should go. It should go pretty good, pretty easy, quick and easy. All depending on how well I can lose my papers here. So how's y'all's fine day going today? Anybody lose any money on that game last night? Anybody win any money on that game last night? Anybody watch the game last night? We did. We watched the game. It was interesting watching the Eagles come sprawling out there, and then oh yeah, this is gonna work out just fine. Just fine. How many do I need? 1, 2. 26. Yeah, there's like 30, seriously. 60 comments, I replied to them all. Except for, I think I'm going to do 31. Unless it's the same person. Okay, yeah, 30. Oh, how many we got here already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Yeah, this is an old-fashioned random comment picker drawing, peoples. If you ain't figured that one out, that's okay. I apologize. Welcome to the show. I hope you guys are enjoying the weather, enjoying the festivities around you. As I sit here and I tear paper apart because YouTube and comment picking is silly, and so I gotta sit there and make these old style paper numbers. Gotta write on them, but we'll get it done one way or another. Anybody remember the last count? I think it was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, we'll get this done nicely. Oh, ripping up paper. Old school. Old school. Oh, I hear a dog outside. Must be outside going potty. Getting potty training. 13. Oh man, now you done messed up my count because I counted them extra ones that I just put in. 13 plus what, like 7 and 20. We'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be good. Because nobody else has gone on there and made a comment on that video, so it's still at 30. Oh, that's it. We'll go pen style so I can actually see the numbers. 1, 2, and then you guys get to count with me. 3 pieces of papers. 4 pieces of paper. 5. I gotta make the line underneath the 6, huh? 6, 7. Why am I making a line underneath the 7? Trash. Somebody needs to fire the numbering guy. He's not paying attention to what he's doing. 8, 9, line under the 9. We got 10, 11, 12, 13. No, I wish you guys all the luck. 13, 14. I'm definitely going to reacquire 14, 15. This book so that me and the wife can do it. 16, 17, 18, 19. Anybody else comment on the thing? 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 23, almost done. 23, 24. But, oh, that's what I was saying, 24, 25. It was interesting watching that game, how the Eagles come out swinging. And then, all of a sudden, the other team, 6, 7, come out swinging even harder. 28. Ooh, look at that. 29. 30 pieces of paper. 31. We'll do 31 because I definitely don't think anybody's gone in there and made an extra comment. Yep, still 60. All right. Dome Chrome coming off. I'm just going to, put the numbers in. All the numbers here. So this is all being the old school random comment picker. Give it a shake. Do this. Fold it. Give it a good shake, a little toss around in there, you know what I mean? Bite. It probably looks crazy on there, huh? But it is old school, old-fashioned comment picker. Oh, are we ready to draw this? So this is, again, for the hope chest and for the map. Like I said, the map is a little crumpled up, but there's a good story behind it. Like I said, when you're talking to homeless people at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning in Las Vegas, you kind of need something to put your arm on because you're freezing outside and, done handed over your coat. But anyway, all right. Yeah, there's no drum roll. Yes, there is. There's a drum roll. Okay, well, we got it here. Got my hands swirling around, fingers swirling around. Fingers swirling around. I got a piece of paper. Got a piece of paper. Let's try. Should just dump the rest out. Oh. That looks like number 55. No, wait. We didn't have that many people, huh? 22. So, let's see who 22 is. Oh, and I gotta go back in the comments. Okay, there's 1, 2. So, out of the people who commented, I have to keep track because I'm going to lose track. I'm just going to read names off, and whenever 22 is the 22 name is read, somebody say Yahtzee, something like that. John commented, Robert commented, Mike commented, Morgan commented, Queen commented, Bo, Scott. I want to say Tom, just for short. 2 Trips, Mysterious Writings, Pennsylvania Prince, Christopher, Sean, K, okay, Damien, okay, 100, it's something 100. Route 100. Carla. Where we at? 15, 16, 17. Carla. We got Crimson. We got Richard. Oh, we're getting close. We got Jared. We got Who Are You? So we're at 21. 23 is Michael Stewart. 24 is Mike Jones. 25 is Megan. 26 is Karen. 27 Xavier Marks. 28 John. Calhoun. Calhoun. That's interesting name because I used to watch Gold Rush and there's a set. Oh, I lost my number. What was that? 28, 29? 29? Oh, uh-oh. Who was 28? Was that JM? 28. 60, 29. 29 would be Paula. Uh-oh. I missed number 22. Who was number 22? Oh, I didn't read that name yet. And the number 22 goes to the winner of... Oh, I'm going to put my Dome Chrome back on. Oh, got to dump all those numbers out. To all those people who entered. Thank you for participating in this wonderful event. The winner of the Hope Chest book and the map goes out to the number 22, who happened to be J Wood 13. So, Mr. J Wood 13, if you're in chat, welcome. If not, well, that's okay. I'm gonna post, add the comment, when this video is posted, and let the winner be known. And it was J Wood 13 who receives the Hope Chest book and the map, so that they can get a hold of me, and we will go from there. And again, I thank Forrest Fenn for the thrill of the chase and creating a, for lack of a better word, a different type of community, mostly good, and enjoy people in it. I like to call it the Chase Marketplace, as people know, and I appreciate everyone, and thank you all for chiming in. Again, at the top of the link, there's also that other video, one that actually works, where you go there and you make a comment for that Forrest Fenn coin giveaway. Don't forget that, which, some say it'll never happen. I've seen it happen in my own mind. So, it's a win-win situation. I guess the only thing that's against myself or people, mostly against people, is time. I have all the time in the world to hold on to that coin. People don't have all the time in the world to share and make a comment on that video for that chance for that Forrest Fenn coin. I was also thinking something crazy to do with that, but I might have to talk to the wife on that one. But I don't know. It might have something to do with a map or something. I'm not sure. I haven't thought it through yet. Not quite sure. Haven't thought it through. But from here on, I'm like I said, I appreciate everybody coming out, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm gonna go enjoy the little bit of snow that we got. It snowed like a whole half a centimeter. Really excited. And I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my evening with Kiwi. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening with the people that you love. If not, just send them a text saying, "Hey, how you doing? Love you. Enjoy your evening." And we'll see y'all later on the next YouTube channels that are out there in the Chase Marketplace. And until next time, remember to always try to keep calm and treasure on. I had a worst time trying to sleep the other night because of just something in my brain. It was like, oh my God, I can't go to sleep. And just tossing and turning back and forth. Oh, it was miserable. It was miserable. But it's okay. It's okay. Still breathing, which is what we look forward to, yeah? Coolness. So, I'm watching myself on this one. It's not even me right now. It's just me and my my nice scab jacket that I got. It's not on right now because, as you can see, Kiwi's not out here. But sometimes it's nice and warm in here now, so I haven't had a reason to wear it. I left the window open, try to get some of them bells to chime in, but it wasn't happening either. That's okay. We don't mind. So, I'm going to continue working on Beyond the Thrill of the Chase. Keep myself occupied for the remainder of the time of what is or is Miner's Madness while we wait for that coin to be given away. And, we'll get back at it, doing other things in life and nature and all that other fun stuff. And who knows, maybe we'll do some videos out there. I got that, it's called a pan drum. Kiwi does not like it at all. She'll literally fly to the window just to get out of the shed because she's seen it move or something like that. Like, oh my God, that thing's gonna attack me. It's like, no, it just makes noises. So I'm thinking about trying to learn how to play that just for something to do in the meantime, as a time consumer, as another hobby. And then Yeah, who knows? Oh, yeah, who knows? Who knows? So, yeah, I guess at this train ride, collect your coins and stuff at the rail track. Probably wasn't too many back and forths on this one. I hear the dogs whining outside, so I might have to go let them in. Oh, because the wife's working. So, we will see you all later. And again, thanks for the support and thanks for the comments. And keep sharing at least that one video. And, you know, it's maybe, hopefully, somebody will win that coin from the thrill of the chase before I die. If not, it sucks to be the people that made all those comments. Though and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that as in that it sucks for them because they took the time to look at it, share it, and they did their part, but not able to see it fulfilled because it just kind of gets stonewalled or stopped or just not shared. And so the distance to get up to 114,000 comments is not an easy feat, but it is one that is worth the travel and the adventure. And I know that at least once a month we'll go on to keep an update on that coin giveaway and see how people are or are not sharing, you know what I mean? In a sense, like I guess we would have to sit there and ask people, have they been sharing it to like friends, family, or like other groups? Because for instance, that hope chest, somebody wouldn't know about it had it not been for me throwing in there on several different Facebook groups, you know, hey, doing a drawing for this treasure hunt that's out there, and people don't know about it because it's a different type of group, you know what I mean? So it'd be interesting to see how people have shared things, you know? It's all part of that neural networking who's me do that goes on. I guess I could stop screen recording that since there was no comment picker on there. It was interesting because I was just recording myself. That's the way this train rolls. You never know what's going to happen. And with that, I'm going to have to call it just a fun time. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to myself. I don't know why. I just... you get the answers you're looking for, whether you want them or not, and whether they're the right answers or not, you still get your answers. So, I mean, I like talking to myself. I'd rather see people in chat BSing here and there and, like, asking me stupid questions like this right here. For instance, anybody that's still hanging out for this, I got an interesting story for you. So this is cracked, which is okay. Still works just as good. But, there's a hole drilled at the end, you know. Right? It's making a horn. Or you can hear better. That's what they used to do. So, as I was up there prospecting up in that's a nice horn. I was prospecting Deer Creek one summer and through that summer, off on one ridge I could hear a pack of wolves howling at night. And on the other ridge, well, it's actually backwards that way. I mean, on this ridge over here is the wolves howling, and over on this ridge, you could hear an elk bugling. And I mean, so I'm out there by myself, you know. I think I spent like 2 months out there, 3 months out there. And one weekend, my son come up to visit, and I mean, so down pat, guarantee you, it was like, okay, it's getting about that time, the sun's going down, it's getting dusk, and all of a sudden you hear the wolves just howling off in the distance, ow, you know, doing their things, yipping and yiping. Then over here, of course, you hear that elk over there just a bugling, whatever it does. If I had an elk bugle, I'd try to elk bugle, but I ain't got an elk bugle. They're like a screechy noise, but when they have different bugles, so I want to say this one was like a low kind of grunty kind of noise that it was doing. And I mean, throughout the month, it was like clockwork. I mean, every 2, 3, 4 days, you'd hear this going on. My son comes up for the weekend, and and he's just visiting and spent the evening, the night. And I told him, I said, son, this is what's going to happen. I predicted the future for him. I'm like, over here we got wolves howling, over here we got elk, and it goes on when the sun goes down. Oh, cool, cool. And we're cooking up dinner. We got the fire going, stoking it, and I won't forget this because so out where I was mining, there's some ridges and stuff, and so you kind of gauge how sound bounces off of ridges, and how they bounce through the trees and all that stuff through the valleys. So I'm pretty sure they're way over here up Elk Creek, on a ridge line way on the other side, and then over here, and they know that elk is way over there, So wolves way over there, elk way over there. Pretty far off. I'm not worried about it, not at all. But that night that my son come up, I heard them wolves from like right over there. To the point where I'm like, okay. I went into the camper and I had gotten out the shotgun, or not the shotgun, but the rifle, my 30-06, and I had given it to my son. And then I had my 45, I want to say 45 Ultra Mag, and it was crazy, because then when them wolves howled, it sounded like they were right on the ridge, right next to, right above the road, that was right by my camp, versus way off in the distance. And so, what I had decided to do was pretend I was Sasquatch. In and out. I breathed for like 4 or 5 times to get a nice, build up that air in your lungs, like deep divers do. It's a breathing exercise. The more you breathe, the more oxygen you can get, and then you can take that deep breath and go and dive, and you can stay underwater longer. I took this thing and I belted out. I mean, like the longest howl I could sustain with this thing. And as soon as I was done, I mean, you could hear a pin drop. Bing, right on the ground. And it was sand and dirt. So, I mean, there's stories behind everything. And it was an adventure and an interesting story with my son that, that was a part of that horn. Was I used the horn to sound like a Sasquatch, making a long horn noise to scare the wolves off and let them go running around. But, I mean, it was crazy because I was up there for 2 or 3 months and I heard them going off and they were just off in the distance. But that night my son was up, they were like right there. And it was like, no bueno, not going to go. So, yeah. Story behind everything. So I could talk to myself all day long. You know what I mean? But that's okay. I mean, like, there's that hook. We can go fishing with that hook and let it break off. And be like, well, why did your hook break? Because it was made of a twig. But, yeah. Duck, goose. Ooh, the dragon. Somebody said dragon. I like dragons. Where's the dragon? Dragon. There's a dragon right there. So that dragon... See, as how somebody said dragon, whether they were talking about this dragon head or not. So I had gone up to a friend's place up in northern part of Idaho, McCall area, and I helped her get started building a chicken, or not a chicken coop, a pheasant or a quail coop and a rabbit coop. And for my efforts, she took me to the rock shop because I like to rock hound and gems and stuff. And she let me pick out, she knew I like dragons. And Kiwi's inside. I seen that one. Kiwi's inside. She's inside. So, as I was saying earlier how I have a pan drum in here. So I got to get like a cover to put over the pan drum. Because she does not like the pan drum and she'll try to fly out the door to get into the house. But yeah, that's the dragon. For doing some manual labor. But yeah. So, in case any new people in and out, the winner of the Hope Chest giveaway with the map is J Wood. I think J Wood 13 is what it is. The old school ran picker with papers and stuff. So that was it. I'm gonna post the winner once this video is posted. I'm gonna post the winner under the comments, and then go from there. And see as how I am a long-winded goodbyer. Oh wait. The Spanish enslaved natives via religion. That is very true, because they sat there and they used all kinds of inquisitions, as they would be called, to use religion as their forceful tool of nature, so to speak. It was crazy. But yeah. No, when you... I did some research too into the Spaniards and the conquistadors and their whole rhyme and reason why they were trying to come over here and enslave everybody, take all their precious metals and send them back over to Spain to help be the new... It was almost, for lack of a better word, the Roman Empire or the Roman Church or the Roman Catholicism saw a branch of country that was exploring and finding new vast wealth, that they decided to marry into it. Because if I'm not mistaken, there's on the list of hierarchies or whatever, there's one of the ladies is married to, I think, a Roman priest or something like that, out of the castle of Castile in Spain during that whole time over that way. And so they were like, oh, well, we could use some of that good gold stuff you got over there, send it this way, and we're going to marry into it. And then, so the Spanish were sitting there and finding all the gold and stuff over in Americas, sending it back over to Spain, and then, oh, well, lo and behold, probably see some of that stuff over there in the Vatican or something like that. But yeah, it's interesting following and part of the reason why I was looking into it, besides lost treasure in El Paso and the Franklin Mountains, was it shows a difference in societal differences in the same time period. How you can have one set of Eastern world countries that are more advanced than Western world countries, and it was amazing to see the clash in time, how it happened that they were able to sit there and take over another with even disease and stuff. And it makes sense how things would get lost through time and history. But one of the things that stuck with me was my neighbor sitting there saying how people share 5% of what they hold most valuable and dear to them. That's what they share. They hold on to it, they retain it. So I would think that if there's a story of a lost Spanish treasure from the early to late 1600s, that some portion of it must be true, or else there wouldn't even be a story. We wouldn't know about it or nothing. You know what I mean? Not even from the native side or the Spanish side or the other side. So it's crazy that, yeah, they brought the fear of God. Check this out. If I'm not mistaken, which I probably am, because on my train I'm always wrong, I'm never right, but I try to do my research. Land started being able to be taken because the native side, what they would do is they would sit there and they would draw their stuff out. You know, they didn't have deeds or property titles or anything like that. And I think one of the Spaniards sat there and had them draw up their property and stuff like that, and then I think they had them sign a that drawing of a map to describe their area, and that became the first almost legal deed for the Spaniards to be like, oh, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to take their land and have them draw up maps and all that stuff and start signing it over. I could be wrong, but you know, it's something to look into, because it goes back to the natives. The land was everybody's. Nobody owned the land. You can't own something you didn't create. You know, creation created the land. Do you own the air you breathe? You know, How did we go to owning water? That should be, everybody should be able to have water readily available and not be paying for it. I just, because people buy up land that have water and they control the water. You control the water, you control the masses. And since control the food, you control the masses. You control the wealth, you control the masses. If you control their hearts and their minds, you can control the masses. And I think that's where religion came in and really took a grasp on it and was like, we're going to dig our claws into your brain and make you think like we want you to think and put everything else aside and don't believe your eyes or what you hear or what you feel, just what we tell you. And it's like, well, there's quite a few religions out there that do that, quite a few religions that don't. Maybe spiritual religions too, I don't know. But I lean more towards the spiritual way for the cosmos versus religious, which I think is more man-made or man-tailored, so to speak. That's just my perspective on the whole thing. And you know, I used to believe that there was one set, but as you grow and you learn things and your story changes and things happen, and next thing you know, you're looking at life at a whole different perspective. And you're not no longer looking outwards or inwards, you're just trying to be. It's crazy how things work in this world. And the only thing that's working to change it for the worst, sometimes it seems, is man. When they could be using their time to change the world for the better, But that's just my point of view on the whole entire world thing, you know what I mean? It's a great big world after all. And we're just small little fishes that are swimming around. And we all make splashes. Some make bigger splashes than others. I'm just making a small little splash in my pond. But that's quite alright. I know there's quite a few of you that make some big splashes, and we appreciate that because it gives us good content and good things to think about and discuss with ourselves, me and Kiwi. And because she loves watching you guys too. But yeah, I've done enough rambling. I probably made you guys fall asleep. So I gotta have to wake you up and start kicking your feet. Because this daddy-o's got a vamoose for no reason. You know what I mean? So, again, seeing as how I like to, long drag this one off, this one will be a short ending. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe, or don't. It don't matter. It's okay. But we always love talking history. We love hunting history. And we just love people in a sense. Though, we're deathly afraid of them. Get that one through your head. Figure that one out. How can you love people but be afraid of them? It's because I don't trust them. I don't trust people. Not as far as I can throw them. They do have a saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. There's a reason. But even then, it's hard. It's hard. But that's the way of life. And so be it. And with that, yeah, we love the good people. Well, I'm Splash. Well, today, Kiwi, it was interesting for anybody that's still hanging out. Today, men are the source of great blessings and the source of great woes. And that is very true. I would definitely agree with that. And it takes oneself to learn the balance and become the center of that. And be able to put out the good and the bad. You know what I mean? And hopefully they start leaning towards putting out more good because, I don't know. Who knows? Oh, that's what I was saying. Was today Kiwi was sitting there. She was almost saying splish splash. But it's more of like a to her. But we practiced in the shower, splish splash shower thing. But she got up on her perch. Started yelling at me, and she's like, she's looking at the bowl, and she's all fighting with the bowl, and I'm like, you want a splish splash? So I took the bowl, rinsed it out, put some fresh water in there, throw it on there. Man, she's like, she's a little splish splash, splish splash. I started playing in the water with her. Sure, she got right up in there, started playing with that water. So she's coming along. We need to work with her and our pets more, but, that is life too. Oh, yep. Short ending. I forgot to make it short. So here's short for you guys. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. And enjoy the rest of your evening. And again, keep calm and treasure on. And we will see you all on the flip side. Hell yeah.